Hi folks, welcome back. Uh, so today we'll be starting introduction of C language. Uh, C language is a procedure-based programming language. What do you mean by procedure-based programming language? So there are two kinds of programming languages currently: procedure-based programming language and object-oriented programming language. Procedure-based programming language mainly focuses on processes, completion of a process, how certain task is completed, certain task is performed. So that's the focus of C programming language. And in object-oriented programming language, the main focus is data management, objects management, uh, how certain object behaves and how the functionality of a object is dealt with. And in C, the main focus is in some functions, not in the data. So that's the basic difference, and we'll be learning more about these things in later segments. Uh, C was developed by Dennis Ritchie in the year 1972, and the main features of C language is it gives you the low level access to memory. uh, Using pointers you can access any chunk of memory and operate over that. You can manage it. And C has a very simple set of keywords which will be very easy to understand. It is more similar to our English language, so that it will be very easy and to remember these keywords. And the writing style of this C language program is very clean and clear, very easy to understand. So these are the main features of C. Moving ahead, uh, in C programming language, we write the program in a certain structure. So first we write header, then we write the name of the method, then we write the variable declaration, then the body, and then the return statement. I'll explain each one of these in next slide. Uh, Here, so for starting with header files. So what is a header file? So header file mainly consists of those functions which will be used many times in many files. So we keep the definition ready in a certain file, so that whenever we need to use that method or function, we include that header file, and the behavior of that function becomes like that function is defined in that particular file only. So suppose I have created a test.c file, and we have included stdio.h in that test.c. So and we know that printf is defined under this header file. So the behavior of this test.c file will be this printf function is defined somewhere inside test.c only. Okay, so that will be as if the functions defined under header file will be kept in the same file. The syntax which we use for including any header file is like has, then include keyword, then the name of the header file in the bracket. So in programming language C, there are a lot of header files predefined. Those are called standard header files. So a number of header files are listed here, and there are a lot of others which you can come to know in later phase. So mostly we will be using is stdio.h, which is standard input output header file, where printf, scanf, these things are defined. The next component of a C program is to declare the main function. It's very simple. Just to write the return type of the method int main and the bracket. uh, Next segment is this declaration of a variable. So before using any variable, we have to declare it. So in C, it is mandatory to declare any variable before any operation is performed in the function. And the body section. This is the section where we write all our programming logic, where we perform some operation like sorting, addition, subtraction. These are or any other complex operation which you want to perform in the program. Everything will be performed, kept in this segment, body section. Return statement. The last part in C program is the return statement. Return statements return some value to the calling code line, where from wherever this method is called, it returns the same. The return value will be going to that same place. So uh, sometimes when we perform some operation, we need to return the result of that operation. Then we return that result in this return statement. And sometimes we just return the status of the execution, like everything has been executed successfully, then return 0. Otherwise, if something goes wrong, return 1. So those things are kept in mind when returning the state in the return statement. So moving ahead with our first program in C. So I hope everybody knows how to install code blocks. This is the code editor for C, and you can follow any other YouTube video, and you can install code blocks. And if you are not unable to install code blocks, just let me know in the comment below. So moving ahead, we'll create our first C file, empty file, and save it as tutorial.c, and we'll write our program here. This is the print statement. And then return 0. This 0 will signify that the program has executed successfully. Okay. From here we can compile the program, and you can see that 0 errors, 0 warnings, and later with this button we can run the program. So you can see that program has been executed successfully, it returned 0, and it has printed hello world. And if you want to do compilation and running together, this button you can use. So this will directly print. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and keep yourself tuned in for the next segment.